Um, what's up, guys, bro? The Manosphere is like a cult. I mean, it has some truth in it. It's like a cult, and it's for lower tier people. You could say I'm lower tier because the position and situation that I am in, but from the outside looking in, for me, like observing, it's for lower tier people. In society like this, there's a bunch of categories and a bunch of spaces and shit. There's a bunch of categories and subcategories. You know what I'm saying? They make it that way to like divide and conquer shit to keep shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because everything can just be one because you can see where it's at. All the stuff is just put in for confusion. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't really like. I don't really consider myself a manosphere. I mean, it's not really that you consider yourself. It's just like a cult. Like you just watch it, be a part of it, make up these names and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying some of the people are bad, but it's for lower tier people. If usually with people who, man, usually it's a male dominated, of course. Usually ones who can't get a female or have problems with females, grew up in certain households, so it's easier for them to fit inside of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say it's bad or good, but it's a cult. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's for lower tier people. Of course, there's the white. There's other racism that's a part of it, but it's for lower tier people. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta understand, there's like 300 million people living in America. So, and there's a bunch of cities and all that stuff. So of course, and there's a 50 states too. There's 50 states. You know what I'm saying? And there's different capitals, so of course everything's gonna be divided like it's that, just like they have it on the internet. The internet is not so different from reality. Just how the internet, like how in real life they have like a bunch of stores and a bunch of like townhomes and all that. That's no different from the reality. That's how the internet is. It's like categorical. You know what I'm saying? The internet is for like lower tier people. People who like can't get a female or was born in a certain household just as me, but it was something like me who's able to look outside and observe. That's all it is for. You know what I'm saying? That's why I never really considered myself a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I did identify with the issues that happened, but it's just a cult. You know what I'm saying? Because they make up these terms and all that. There's people who've been in this space since like 2010. 2011, like what? You've been there since like what the fuck? You know what age I was in 2011? I was like fucking 9 years old that time. Like what the hell? Like that was a long time. There's people who've been in this space for decades. You see, it's a cult. It doesn't really mean anything. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I mean, I watch it sometimes, see what the people on. It's funny, you know. Especially Tommy Sotomayor. He be roasting, bro. That shit be having me dying, bro. But it's all it is. It is. These people are. It's just a form of an escapism. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? You know how school has fifth grade, first grade, and second grade, and on top of that, you know how school has the popular kids, the hype, the emo kids, the cool kids or whatever, the chill kids. That's just like the internet is. That's what the manosphere is. They have a bunch of spaces, the politics and all this other crap. That's just what it is. You know, that's what the manosphere is. It's just a cult, and it's for lower tier people who couldn't get a partner or was born in a dysfunctional family. Usually, you can just always tell. Even some of those guys were raised with women. Even me, I was raised around women. I mean, I had my mother and father together, but you know, it's easy for us to get sucked into that because our past issues, so we relate with that. You know what I'm saying? And familiarity breeds contempt. So all these people are relating to each other with all these problems, and it creates resentment because they're all like in these issues. Like they say, familiarity breeds contempt. So it all breeds a space. So it's all a cult. You know what I'm saying? It's all a cult. It's nothing wrong with it, but it really is, because they have Reddits for this shit. They have a Discord, and sometimes you pay for it and all that. and you join it, it's all a cult. You know what I'm saying? It's all it is. You know. So, you know, I never really considered myself a part of it. I mean, when I kind of woke up, when I kind of like found like the red pill back in like 2019 or so, then I went kind of down the rabbit hole. I mean, yes, I couldn't get like a female. I had a girlfriend, but then I realized that, oh shoot, this is just a cult. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? This is to suck you in. You know what I'm saying? And to not to do stuff. Like, the internet has like a lot of these spaces to keep you sucked in and all that stuff, so you don't do nothing with your life or do anything. That's all it is. It's kind of like TV, television and stuff. That's what it is. That's why they have these spaces. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know? So, the Manosphere is for lower tier people. You know what I'm saying? Would you consider myself a low tier? Yeah, definitely. In my financial background, and yeah, you know, I could think and speak for myself, but according to the socioeconomic status, it's not the best. But come on, the Manosphere and all that, it's just for lower tier people. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? You know? I mean, it's not just incels too. I mean, you have some guys who was able to get a string of women and they happen to become a part of this stuff because child support or whatever, they lost that it factor in them. So that's all it is. You know? It's just for lower tier people. So anyways, I'm out. Y'all take care.